Hey everybody, it is glute medius time. Let's talk about it. One of the best exercises there is to activate your glute medius, a very important muscle within the lumbo-pelvic hip complex. Very important to stabilize the pelvis as well as the femur and the knee complex. According to a research study that I cited before with Glute Maximus that Dr. Padua and Blackburn and two others had put out, they looked at the electrical activity within glute medius through a host of exercises, and this was the king, the number one exercise by far, not even close to the others for activating the glute medius. It's the sideline leg raise. Many different variations of this. I'm going to touch on a few things that might help you execute this. Always remember, perform your self-myofascial release and static stretching first, so inhibit the overactive muscles, stretch the shortened tissues, and then you move on to your activation. I haven't done either of those things today, so this might look a little ugly, but so be it. It's rock and roll time for the video. This will tend to work best if you can take your footwear off. When I go to do this, I like to take one or two sneakers off and use some support right under the lumbar spine so there's not accessory movement of the spine of the pelvis. You're going to have your rear end about an inch from the wall, depending on how much hip extension you have. Some people are really tight, you can have it snug up against the wall. Some people have some more mobility, it might be an inch or two. But I'm going to say about an inch from the wall, my bottom foot is going to be supported on there. I'm going to be lying on my side. Having the rear end about an inch or two from the wall will help you be able to extend the femur to activate the posterior fibers of glute medius. So in the sagittal plane, I'm getting hip extension. I can lift up on the frontal plane for some abduction. Wow, that's pretty poor. That should go up about 40, 45 degrees. That's a little bit better. Not great, but hey, roll and stretch first is a good message for you right there. So I push into the wall. My abs are drawn in gently. My glutes are engaged. My quad is engaged to keep my knee straight when I press into the wall. If you feel too much TFL, you can always go to a clamshell, which we'll talk about another time. But right now, sideline leg raise or sideline abduction. Abs are in, glutes are engaged, quad is locked, pushing into the wall. You should be able to hear the heel scrape across that. How far should you go? Full available pain-free range of motion. Come past the midline at the bottom, press up at the top. Now, I don't have any transverse plane motion here, but I could very easily internally rotate the femur and externally rotate the femur. So I'm getting extension, abduction, and external rotation. Just make sure it's not the foot that's moving. We want to get internal, external rotation from the femur. Make sure the pelvis is bridged and not moving. Woo! Or blocked. I'm on fire, baby. Not the best exercise execution in the world, but it got the job done. Glute medius, posterior fiber activation, sideline against the wall. Hips about an inch or two from the wall. Draw on the abs, engage the glute, lock the quad, push the heel into the wall. Sagittal plane. Slide up and down, frontal plane, internally and externally rotate the femur for the transverse plane. Glute medius, that's where it's at.